good players seem to have gone out of the game, but Yates, we didn't see much of that quarter, and they just need a lift.
Just reckon their best
kick the first goal in the last term, it's game on.
I reckon their best players were down forward, and they just never quite got it down enough. But this ain't over by any stretch of the imagination, Cookie. The tap-out's won by Werribee Centrals, but it goes out there now, and it goes to Jason Stein. He's back on the ground, is he? It goes over towards Menzies, is it?
Whelan, I think.
Whelan it was. Those long-sleeve jumpers put you out of whack as it goes down. A nice little tap on, but it comes out to Shan. Shan's had a shot for goal. It was a die. He needed that one badly.
To kick it.
He needed that one badly to breathe some life into it. But I tell you what it does show. It does show that they're not, these stubbies are bloody hot, Cogsy. They're bloody hot.
Well, that's up to the, we'll blame that on the Inverleigh Footy Club.
Okay, ball back into play. Long kick out towards half-back. Mitchell's a chance to run to the footy for Thomson. If he can get there, use his pace beautifully, Johnny Mitchell. Hand pass over the top. Oh, he went for Whelan. Didn't get him. A bubble and it bounced away from him at the wrong time. So he was tackled and claimed. Thrown to the ground. Right at the centre of the ground. Right at the top of the cricket pitch.
Well, we got an injury here.
And it will be a ball up and...
Clark's in trouble here.
He's played well too, Clark.
Oh, he's in trouble.
He's got to come off the ground, so the umpire doesn't wait for him to come off. He just throws the ball up in the air, and he did it properly too. And Whelan got a hand pass out. It wounds up back with, I think, Shan, wasn't it?
He's lifted.
Shan, he got a good third quarter. He kicks out towards the wing, and the coach out in front, Robbie Byrne, will take the mark at the second grab. Plays on immediately. On that raking left foot he goes. No one able to take the mark. Back of the pack, Werribee had possession. Hand pass, headed for the boundary line. I said it was all right by the boundary throw in. Far side of the ground between half-forward flank and the wing position. Thomson slightly in attack.
Up it goes now. No one really wins an effective tap as it goes back towards the boundary line, but it looks like Ryan out there tried to left foot it. But it's gone out in the bounce for a throw in. Just the Thomson side of the centre on a half-forward flank. They're really trying hard. They know they've got to get one or two to keep themselves in this grand final.
They've got to get the first one as the ball comes back into play. Yates does the ruck work, thrown out the back of the pack, goes to Byrne. Byrne on the left foot, but Tommy Tiger's got it down, looking for Whelan. Out they come. Oh, well played there by the Werribee Central's defenders.
Barker, I think.
Yeah, teamed up beautifully. Got it to his teammate who ran beautifully. Alagona on the left foot. He goes long over the centre, and Gillum takes the mark. Gillum now chips the ball across. A very short chip, wasn't a particularly good one either. Put his teammate under pressure. A hand pass, come back there to Rogerzik. He gets a kick around his body. A little fella.
Alagona again.
Is it little Alagona too?
That might not have been him before. We've given him too many possessions.
Okay, well, he's going all right.
Steiny's come back. He's come back.
I knew he was back.
He's come back.
He was back.
He's not going to lay down, Steiny.
Kicks it across to Dale Menzies. Marks at half-back. Kicks out. Oh, one-handed attempt to mark there. That's not too good. You've got to use two hands this stage of the game, I would think. It's okay. Daniel's good enough to butter up. Got enough skill. Got it towards Shan. Couldn't take it. Taken away from him by Pace.
That's got to be a free kick.
There's a free kick coming up. The whistle's gone, and Pace will take the free kick for Werribee. He's forward of the centre, just short of centre half forward.
Oh, shocker. Put him under pressure. Bernardo was out. Fox there too as well. Out it comes. He's been tackled. Menzies, was it? No. It goes out to the big fella. Puts it over towards the half-forward flank. Oh, Mark should have been taken by, I think it was your bloke from Anglesea.
Riley played on. Got the knock on. Got it away well. Now, they've kept possession here. Have the... oh, it's a push played.
Well...
Thomson going to get a push here. And it's Sutherland.
Well, that's a lot of rubbish. That is, he tripped over. He tripped over and he fell over the top of him.
Well, I guess if you play in front, you're a chance to get the lucky ones. And he got a lucky one there.
And that's what it's all about.
He was in front. He tripped over his own feet.
Yeah, Matty, what's going off again? He must be injured. He kicked 3 in one quarter and he keeps getting taken off. What's going on here?
Well, he scored a home run. He's on 4 now. Fourth.
Yeah, he ought to be on the ground. That's where he ought to be if he's fit enough.
Well, here comes an important kick from Aaron Sutherland. Kicked the first 2 goals straight, then kicked 4 points. And he's back on target. He's back on target. He put it through. Oh, badly needed goal. The other game is getting lively, said Dunn Gilbert and Ben Hall. That's a bit of old Australian poetry for you there.
Yeah.
And Henry Lawson.
Henry Lawson.
Yes, correct. He opened the bowling for Australia.
Yeah,
3 goals for Aaron Sutherland's kick.
I'm a Banjo Patterson fan myself, or a CJ Dennis in the classics.
I don't reckon you'd know anything about anything. Now, Just waiting on the scoreboard. Now, the scoreboard's going to put this goal up the Werribee. If they're not careful here. They are.
A bill from Eagle Hawk.
The scoreboard's putting the goal up the Werribee here.
Oh, no, we don't want that.
So, Thomson are actually 5 goals, 12 now. Back into the centre. We'll get the scoreboard for you shortly.
That'll be 42. It's Rogers, he kicks it out towards the centre. He gets it to centre half forward. Bernardo is spoiled again. Oh, there's a free kick here. There's a free kick here.
Pulled off the footy.
Picked up to Bradley Ward. Oh, he's thrown it high. Don't throw it too high. You know the 50's come pretty close. He's lead. It's come out. Oh, great lead. Great mark. And that's Giarusso.
Been quiet today.
Not saying no more about Giarusso. I'm giving him a bag. And now look, he's a good kid and he'll kick this.
He's not one of the 3 tenors.
He will kick this.
Haven't seen him.
Grubby's father's not umpiring today.
Oh, he's already said that earlier as a joke.
Oh, thank you very much.
Look, he hasn't had a great day, young Giarusso, but he can make amends here and give Werribee a good lead here because he can kick this. He is a lovely kick for goal. I'll put my money on him, and he's put it right through the centre.
The answering goal came very quickly. The scoreboard got it right now. 5-12-42. Thomson. Werribee now will go to 9-7-61.
60, what?
I'm guessing. Yeah, 61.
Well, I
I've got
reckon
it
they
right
had
too.
the score up wrong. They had it 56, would have made 62, so they had it wrong, but they got it right now.
I reckon 9-7-61.
Well, that 9-7 is 61. There ain't no doubt about that.
That's correct. I'm right again. I scare myself sometimes the amount of times I'm right, you know. Believe me.
Big James Kelly's back on the ground.
Back to the centre, up they go. Werribee win the knockout, but sharked across the half-back line. Stevie Daniels gather run off half-back, ran to the centre, kicked it towards Whelan, but he was out-positioned.
Might be O'Malley, is it?
Is it O'Malley? Took the mark at half-back, kicks towards the wing, bouncing ball. Doesn't that piss you off when it bounces away from you and you're just going to get it?
Well, he was getting close. He might have marked that on the end of me fingers, but...
That was Rick
Allegona.
Yeah, the alligator. He almost had that one, but couldn't snap it. Ball thrown back into play, smashed forward by big Johnny Yatowski. Got towards the boundary line. Shands got it. Got a hand pass. Gave it back from whence it came.
Great tackle!
Tackle was great.
Ward
Could sell it up. He missed to the right-hand side. He could have made a mincemeat of him there. He missed to the right-hand side, but still extends the margin now to, I think, 18 points.
In it comes now. Puts it in towards the centre half-back position. Oh, nearly put down the throat of a Centrals player. Ryan's in the van. Can't take it. Comes out. Who's that bloke? Is Whelan, isn't it? No, it's Menzies. Menzies to Mitchell. Mitchell, he is a better player than his dad. He puts it up towards centre half forward. There's a bit of shoving going on. Umpire says planted. Comes to the little fella in McLeod. McLeod will kick this and put him back in it. And he has. A beautiful goal to young McLeod. Shit, I hope that was McLeod.
Toddy McLeod, yep.
Number 29 is
That's
Todd
29,
McLeod.
that's correct.
Played in the senior premiership last year. And he just about took the goal umpire's scone off there as he kicked that over. He doesn't like him or whatever. He certainly didn't make any mistake about the goal. It was a great running effort. He button square where he needed to be.
He's a bit of strife here. The big fella coming off now. He's really started to lift his straps. Young Shand, and he's coming off the ground. I wouldn't have done that. I'd have left him on. He was playing too good to take off, I think. Who they put back? They put Stokes back. I know.
Is that a team rule or what? What did you do?
Well,
something
put
wrong?
Matthew Flood back on. But I tell you what, I think that's a mistake. Young Shand was the bloke that was probably going to get him back into this game, and they still might too. As Kelly can't pick it up, he gets a handball out to O'Malley. O'Malley picks it up and handballs it onto Thwaites. Thwaites, he doesn't know what to do with it. Just kick it, son. He's kicked it high and wide, and it's out in the full.
Great pressure from Whelan, who just kept coming at him.
Well, you got to kick it first instance.
3 times he was going to kick it, 3 times he didn't, and Whelan eventually forced him into the error. Baxter takes the free kick, kicks it back in from the wing, just grounds it inboard a bit. So he's found Big Yates, who takes the mark. Mate, Yates now playing on the ball, kicks it across the ground, but Rogers, he had a good game.
He was a runner for most of the year.
Noel Fanning's brother, boundary umpire, he just ran past us. And Rogers has taken the mark at centre half back, goes out wide. Norton, I think it is, takes the mark. Allegona, was it?
Tabaka.
That's
Norton. You got him sooner or later, Cookie.
I must have seen something coming. Norton's taken the mark forward to the centre. He wants to plonk quickly, and he does so. Play at the back of the pack. Probably should take the mark there for Thomson. He couldn't do it. I thought he had that
Got
one.
a free kick. He
The
played
big
for that and got it. He thought he was umpiring. Maybe he is. Maybe he's come on.
It was Jason Edwards was behind. Should have taken the mark. Got rid of his opponent beautifully. But then gave away the free kick. And Dean Giarusso, who's been pretty quiet today, has the chance to cover himself in absolute glory. Grubby, if he kicks this one, it is all over.
Well, I tell you what, I don't mean to, I'm not going to have a go at the kid, but I've seen him play some ordinary games this year and finish up with 3 or 4, and that's because of his beautiful kicking. And if you can kick, you've got a head start on blokes that can't. So in he comes. He's usually a good kick. He's put the outside, though. He's put it out and I've made a complete arse out of him. Good on you.
Extraordinary.
I've been making one out of him all, then he's done it to me.
If that's not Noel Fanning's brother, I'm the knee. Have a look at the boundary umpire there. There he is. All he needs is a pair of glasses and Uncle Arthur says, hey, we're going to go down here and going to throw the ball back in the play. Oh, we're going to have
Oh, it's a tragic mistake.
Put it to the car park.
Stevie Daniels, that's disgraceful.
Oh, it's a bad mistake.
Yeah, it's a free kick. Is Giarusso going to get the free? Well, he is. He wants it.
He wants it. He wants to make amends. I think this time he's too far out, but it's going to go to Chris Kelly anyway.
Yes.
Chris Kelly, there's no way he can kick that goal. He's had a look for Barney, and Barney Bernardo's taken a mark. As good as kick as he is, I think this is too tough for him. He's got to look for options.
Whitney's a good kick. You've just given us a big rap on Giarusso, who's just made it out of bounds on the full.
He's thread this to the eye of the needle, Mark.
Well, he is a good kick, Mark, but I just
one of the great kicks in GDFL reserve.
Yeah, it might be a bit tough for him. Might be a bit tough for him. There's not many of us can kick him from there.
Well, let's see how he goes. Bernardo, right forward pocket. Comes in, it's a low kick. And it's missed to the right-hand side.
Yeah, but never looked like it.
It's a minor score. So you blokes wrapping him up. You've got no idea, you two.
No, I'd say he's a good kick, but it was too tough for him.
He's a cold.
Here comes the big fella. He's coming on to cause some... And through a few, son.
Looks like a Sherman tank without the barrel.
Out it comes now. Big Baxter. He's played a great game, Baxter. He's going to redeem that mistake as he put out here towards... Who's that big bloke out there? That's Yates out in the back
that
line
would be
now.
Yates. He's playing on the ball.
Puts it out to the wing. Oh, who's that? That's Whelan, I think. Onto the right foot. He puts it in towards the half-forward flank. It's a great pass to Mitchell. Mitchell settles it down. Now he goes off. Puts it on towards the half-forward flank. There's a couple of blokes on their own.
Riley's got it.
And Riley's got it. He played a great first half. Died in the third. We need your son to get up here as he puts it into the forward line. He puts it deep into the forward line. A big punch. And that was a magnificent punch through for a point.
Corrigan it was.
Big Corrigan.
He was in trouble, but he got his fist to the footy and he was able to belt it through for a minor score. When
Barker.
the scoreboard catches up, we'll give you a score in a minute.
Oh, Rogosic dropped what he should have taken, but butters up well. Puts it towards the half-forward flank. It beats all opponents. But in it comes now. It's Menzies again, is it? He handballs back. Is it Baxter or Menzies?
He got
Stein. Stein. Free kick.
That's a
You
free
can't
kick.
do that, son.
You got to catch it when you do that.
You've got to keep. You'll pay advantage here and away they'll go. It's the captain, is it? The big fella in Travis Randall. Randall, he finds Mitchell. Mitchell still too far out to score. Having a look at options. Decides to go, says no, in he comes now. Come on, son, they're going to call you to play on. Play on's the call. And he gets the chips a little short one in.
49 plays 63.
Oh, look out, here he goes. He's in more trouble than this shit in Dick Philpott's undies.
The ball comes back to Norton, who gathers the ball up back. Kicks just forward to the centre wing. Dale Menzies had a big last quarter. Picks it up. Chips it into the centre of the ground. It's okay. He's found Billy Baxter. And he takes the mark, Billy. He goes away on the right foot. Out wide he goes. It's okay. The kick's good. Marked by Peacock.
Brad Ward coming off. He's crap for the third time. One wonders. I think he's had some of Grubby's bananas last night because he's finished for the day.
Peacock's got it to Craig Wolperton, who marks. He's just on the 50, I reckon. He might be just inside it. Be a pretty good kick from there late in the game, I'd reckon.
Geez, Peter Gray was been off the ground. I guess he needed the rest.
Wolperton, right foot, long.
Oh, I think he's missed
and
that.
missed to the right-hand side. So the distance was there. But again, offline, and have they kicked some behinds? Thomson.
Well, if they don't get up from here, it may well have cost them the grand final.
Missed opportunities. Now, We'll get the ball back in the play here in a minute. Here it comes. Towards half-back. Gray just come back on the ground. Then effort in the mark. Couldn't do so. Went through his hands as he fell to the ground. Thomson had got some numbers. The hand pass wasn't all that effective, though. Comes out the back of the pack. That was Adrian Bernardo. Got it forward. Chopping it off, though. At the centre wing, Billy Baxter, been a grand player today. Kicks the ball across towards the centre. Got a man free. He can go if he wants to.
Stein.
And he can. It's Stein who's on the back pocket.
Oh!
Played on, took a bit long to kick it. It's okay. Teammate in possession. Had to get hand pass away quickly as under pressure. Oh, bowled over. So, Red, you go. Play on the call, said the umpire. It come out of the pack, and it went there towards
good play.
Roger Zick, but it went past him, indeed.
Clark puts it up towards Gillam. Gillam's got two on him, but he can't quite mark it. He probably would have taken that one, the big fella. They've all pulled it in. He gets out the back. It goes to Alagona. He's caught. It's either in the back or holding the ball or ball up, and the umpire says, give it to me, and I'll ball it up. Crucial call by the umpire. They've done a pretty good job, the boys, too. Don't worry, except for Keaton. Up it goes now. 6-14 to 9-9. He is a good bloke, actually. Up it goes.
13 points.
Big Bernardo going to decide to go in the ruck. He gets a punch. It goes to Cunningham, who's holding on to his opponent. Wasn't ball. It should have been man. Up it goes now to Pace. He's going to give away a hold on the man. Had to come sooner or later. And it goes now to the captain. Or the coach, sorry, Robbie Byrne.
Yeah, Daniels it was that forced it forward, and Byrne was in front. Pace interfered with him, so the free kick went the way of the Tommy Tigers. 13 points the difference. 14 and a half minutes gone last term. Now Byrne kicks the ball across. Ground level. Mitchell sharks it beautifully. Runs
chipped.
And kicks terribly. He just should have banged it long into the goal mouth. Surely to God. But chopped up, and now Cunningham takes the mark at half back. Slowing it down a little. Goes short. Kick was looking for Big Bernardo. It was a bit of an ordinary kick and an ordinary attempt to gather. And now the boundary umpire can attempt an ordinary throw in. Is this Noel Fanning's brother? Let's have a look. Yes, it is.
Noel Fanno throwing
This is Noel Fanning's brother. You can't get him on screen. Love to get him on screen if you get him upstairs. It's Noel Fanning's brother. And he throws it. It's a beautiful throw in too. Don't worry about that. Better than Fanno was. Never put an esky in the bloody fridge here in the van.
To buy our own mongrel.
He's unbelievable, that Noel Fanning. His brother's a better boundary umpire than he is a beer getter. The ball came back into play.
He loves them, Keating, isn't he, a mongrel?
He
loves them.
Paid the free kick, and it's going to go the way of Byrne.
Well, the coach has come to his senses. He's got Shan coming back on. He had to do that. I don't know. You can't rest a bloke in the last quarter of a grand final.
Okay, Byrne now. It's an awkward-looking kick. It hugs the boundary line a bit into the forwards.
Right
That's
mark.
a terrific mark, Sutherland. It was a
Yes,
beauty.
it
It
is.
was. Yeah, that was a great mark. He's going to play on quickly. Went the chip over the top. Oh, his teammate was flattened there. That was Peacock. No free kick given.
Great bump.
Great bump by Sutherland. Caused the turnover.
In the back.
And pass on. Now a player's got one in the back here. That'll be a free kick. It will be. Thomson will take it. And it was Craig Wolfenden. Kicked the ball back into the corridor. Kick goes further forward, trying to make the mark. It was Yates, couldn't get there, out of bounds, forward pocket. Few positions there for Thomson, but not much ground gained.
Toddy McLeod's kick
They just need
beautifully smothered.
They just need a goal here, Thomson, to really make game on. If they get a goal here, they can win it, and they'll get a free kick. No, they won't, because that wasn't Keaton. He doesn't get sucked into that, this bloke. He's a good umpire. Oh, what's he done here? He's going to ball it up. 6-14-50, 9-9-63. Last quarter, how many minutes gone, Cogs? He's got to be 17.
17 and a half.
17 and a half it is. Kicked out by the Werribee defence, but the Thomson boys, they're not going to lie down. It's picked up there by Hondo. Hondo puts it in towards the pocket. Riley's going to get a free kick, I think. He's going to get a free kick.
Is it down the ground or is it
No,
where
it's
he
not
took
down the ground. It's over the shoulder by the looks of it.
As he kicked, rather than after?
He got him as he kicked, but he might have got him a little bit high.
I tell you what, he's going to get a boundary throw in.
It's going to be a boundary
Boundary
throw in.
umpire
You
said it
blokes
was
got-
out of bounds.
How many cans have you bastards had?
He got that one wrong, I think, my friend. Now, that's out of bounds also, I think.
No, now he's going to pay a free. See, I told you.
It
Had to
went-
be a free sooner or later, but this time it's going to Kane Rogers again in the back pocket. He put the little chip kick out. It could be, well, I don't know who that is. I can't see that far. Out it comes now. It's going to go to Cunningham. Cunningham's going to settle down and have a look. Tried a chip kick before it didn't work. He's going to try another one. He puts it probably a little bit too high. Oh, but it's a great mark by Norton.
Norton.
What a fantastic mark. He's played a terrific game, young Norton. He puts it up towards the half-forward flank, but there's no one home. Oh, he missed what he should have taken and put him in the van, the Werribee Central's boys. It goes to O'Malley. He shows a 40. He puts it in there. He's looking for Jeruso! Jeruso.
Now, you're giving the big rap before, Grabby.
45 out.
And he missed a soda. What about this one?
He'll put this. It'll go straight through the goals into the netball court, right up the GA bumhole.
Okay. We'll see what happens.
It'll end up in the Buckley's gun set of the way Grubby talking.
Jeruso. From short of the 50. Walls that he got under.
He's got it!
Just got it home. It's there!
GA escaped it, but he's got it.
Jeruso.
By crikey, that's made it hard.
Kicks his second. I think that's it. To win the game now, Thomson have to put all their guns up forward, in my opinion. Pick your best six, put them up forward. Hope they can get you up because we played 20 minutes of the final quarter.
Well, they've just had about 4 or 5 minutes with the ball up there to really do some damage, and they just didn't score, did they? They just didn't get the one they needed.
And to take it down the other end, that is shattering. Up they go. The favourites, Peter Gray, knocks the ball to the ground for Werribee. Stacks on the Mills, had a high tackle, nose of the umpire. I'll ball it up. Right in the centre square again. There's Noel Ryle and Digger Ryan pick themselves up from the bottom of the pack. Umpire says we're ready to go again. He throws it up. Really haven't had a dominant ruckman. Ryan ran through, didn't fall for him, but he kept going. Might get to him at centre half forward. He's still going, Ryan. Might have given away the free kick. The umpire said no. Player was in possession. I thought he was
That's holding the ball.
Unfairly.
That's holding the ball, though.
And he fell over the top of the footy, and now Ryan will take the... No, he gave it... No, it's a ball up.
How lucky it wasn't Keaton, because I can promise you, Keaton would have played holding the ball. He would have played holding the ball.
Possible 3 decisions. The end one was the ball up. The ball knocked down to the ground. Norton in trouble. He didn't hand pass it away when Ted must give away the free kick, and he has. With the Dale Menzies, who played on. Got it out wide to Stein. Not sure which way we pressed that. He got it to Menzies, who kept coming. And the centre wing goes Menzies. Long towards the forward zone.
Big punch.
Big punch behind was from the 39 jumper. Has it gone out of bounds? It has. Well played, Dave Dawling. Didn't take any chances. Used his experience and dumped the ball over the boundary line for a boundary throw in half forward flank. Thomson attack. Scoreboard goes. The goals up here. Make sure I don't make a mistake. 10-9-69 to Werribee. Thomson 6-14-50. 9 points the difference, and we travel 21 minutes of the final term.
Ryan goes for the ball in front. Can't quite grab it. Rosig can. And he can't. It's taken out of the pack now. Goes over to, he's the tackle, Big Yates. He puts it down towards the half-forward line. Who's that, Cogsy?
Could be Daniels, is it?
Stevie Daniels. He's played a pretty good game, Daniels. He's looking for Sonia. Is he on? No, he's not.
I just said put your best players in the forward line. Stevie Daniels is one of those. It's good to see him up there where he might win the game.
And Stein sneaking down there himself. You haven't got time to play with you, big fella. You got to get rid of it. He does now. They're going the chip kicks. They could be in trouble.
Really?
Baxter's up there too. He's played a ripper of a game, Baxter. He's a long way out, though. He's too far out to score. He needs an option. There's a couple of leads coming. He's spotted one. Oh, there's Thomson players everywhere around here. And it looks like young Johnny Mitchell. Now, your old man would never kick this, but you might, son. So get back and have a big crack at it because you need it badly.
The son of the councillor.
Might be too far out.
Just inside the 50 as he kicks.
Oh, good kick.
Long. Peter Gray's up. Peter Gray got the hands on it. Minor score to Johnny Mitchell. And a minor score to the Tommy Tigers.
They're going to rue this.
22 minutes.
Accuracy.
22 minutes gone, Grubby.
22 minutes gone as Corrigan takes it in the half-back flank. He looks for his gesturing him. Come across. Then he finds someone on his own, and it's Big Mark Bernardo. 300 games he'll play next year, Big Mark, if he continues. He's got 292 on, and he comes now. He decides to go near the boundary line. He's looking for Big Blum. He can't take it. Hasn't taken many all day. But it goes to Who wins it?
O'Malley.
It's O'Malley. He's taken 2 bounces.
Oh.
He puts it up to Gianrusso. He tries to stooge the umpire for a free kick. That's not going to happen. Umpire says, give it to me and I'll bounce.
Russo, is that the kid that's got his dad's an umpire?
Yeah.
Daddy wasn't here.
No, not saying it anymore.
Daddy was not here.
Not saying it anymore.
Okay.
Up it goes.
They throw it up and up they go. The ball comes down to the ground. Benji's at the back of the pack. Gathers for Thomson. Picks the ball up and kicks it out wide. Just anywhere. Running onto the football chance for Rogers. He's been a terrific player today. He'd be in line for the best on ground. I would think.
The best.
Hand pass across. Norton inside to Norton, who marks on the 50-metre line. Probably too far out to score, I would think, for a little fella.
Yeah.
Norton now goes deep to the pocket, to the goal.
Oh, Olkowski! The big Johnny Olkowski, that's his first mark for the year.
I'll tell you what, he didn't shout. He said, I've got this.
I've got one, he
I
said.
don't reckon he knew he had it till he had it, you know what I mean?
Tell a lie, he took a mark in a practice match against Glen Ord.
Okay, well, we should have remembered that. Well, is it in the record, it says UTK, Utkowski, yeah.
Utkowski.
Utkowski.
I thought it was Johnny Olkowski. I reckon.
Well, the Russian Raider.
He's kicked.
My God.
He's kicked like a Russian. He's kicked like a Russian.
How you're in shame, you are a dick.
Oh,
That is
Johnny.
shocking.
You might don't like this tomorrow when we watch the video, son. You are a dickhead.
You'd have to score something there, wouldn't you? Just aim for the points or something, wouldn't you? That is terrible.
I hope he's sober when he watches this. I'll cop a smack right between the eyes. It's
Out on
Ryan.
the full. Okay, back it goes. Dorling goes up with a fist, I think it was. Brought at the ball to the ground. It's at half forward for Werribee. Comes out. Mitchell got a hand pass. Tackled. Lost the footy in that tackle. Needs a bit of help. O'Malley's a chance. If his ball will sit for him. Got it set for him in the end. It took a while. Hand pass across. Look
at that pace.
With a bit of dash. Goes inside the 50 to centre half forward. But backing back with the flow of the football is the tank. And that is Lenny O'Coley. And he takes the mark for Thomson. He swings it out wide. Goes for Riley. Couldn't get to him. Hand pass come from Stein. Taken away though. The Centrals go foot. Here's a chance for Norton. Can he gather the footy? He can. He's at 50. He straightens up Norton. He goes for goal. And Big Johnny, the Russian. Fair dinkum, mate. If it had been a bit of cream, you'd be hosing him down for a week, mate. That was, he shut it up his hands. It went for a point, but he'd be no good thing to kick the goal, I've got to tell you, Grabby.
No.
Right, man, lucky. You wouldn't get a kick out of a chair.
I tell you what, he's a great kid. He's
Great
only
kid.
played 1 year of footy. You'll be all right. You'll
Be all right.
Yeah,
You're swearing up for tomorrow, aren't you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well done.
Because he's as tough as men too. You don't argue with him.
And you're not. Correct.
I'm only his 8. Rogazic picks it up. Puts it in towards the centre of opposition and Caruso.
Give Rogers the votes for mine.
Oh, he's seen a lead. That's his first pass for the year.
He's made a mistake.
It's gone to O'Malley, and he has made a mistake.
I think he got a bit of Alzheimer's. He got bowled over. He's just got a bit of Alzheimer's, a bit of loss of memory there.
Might have done so.
He was inside 70 metres. Don't you ever shot a goal when you're full forward?
Well, I tell you what, I hope this kid makes a lorry, but he is the shittest kick I've ever seen.
Was he worse than Johnny Utkowski?
He's come through the juniors, Grubby. You've got to look after him.
He doesn't have many shots for goal.
Mark Bruno's just given their big one for a can for Cogsy and the boys up here.
Beautiful.
He says they're home.
Here comes O'Malley.
Home they go.
Kicking inside the 50 from 45, O'Malley, and he is a shit.
Well, he hasn't disappointed me. He hasn't disappointed me. You're shit, O'Malley.
Is he a better drinker than a kick?
No, can't drink either. I'll tell you what, though, he does all right with the Sheilers.
The Charlie Wheelers goes all right?
I'll give him that. Not caught up to my standard, but he's all right.
I don't know if the Cogsy got bad breath or there's a hamburger waft drifting in there. I'm not too sure what's happening.
But that's a shocker. That's probably cost him here.
Wasn't good. Mark taken.
Gianrusso will kick this one.
Gianrusso, you say you kick it?
He will kick this one. He will kick this one as sure as Cogsy's sitting there getting paid for doing stuff all. And then it doesn't matter if he kicks it. But he's going to have a shot at him.
You know why? Because he's a full forward. And he passed one off a minute ago and he realised he made a mistake when he passed the ball. Comes in and goes for goal.
And he goes bang and he kicks it.
That's the icing on the cake. Gianrusso.
Come on, boys, make a noise.
Don't start singing yet. We've got to get the scoreboard right first for a start. What's your name?
Grubby.
Grubby, yes. Got to get the scoreboard right. Thomson is 6-15. 51. So they kicked 2 goals, 3 in the last quarter. 6-15-51. And Werribee Centrals, I reckon they've got a dyslexic bloke on the scoreboard. He's very slow.
He's as slow as no, I won't say that.
We'll get up in a minute. Here it is, 11 goals, 10.
Which would
be 76, I'd reckon. And they kicked 3 goals, 3 in the last quarter. So they did control the last quarter, outscoring Thomson by a goal. Thomson were very brave early.
Well, I don't think they gave up all day. They really had a big crack at it. I think just the talent of senior players and even the young players. Actually, I
was impressed with the younger players.
Yeah, I was probably wrong. I'm probably wrong in saying that. The senior players stood up a little bit, but I just thought the Werribee Central's young players like young Norton, Allegona, Clark, they really just kept going all day, didn't they?
Went all right. Allegona went very well.
Yeah, lovely kid.
Yeah, we're not giving best on the ground, but who would you give it to, Grabby? You're a very knowledgeable man. You told me that in your own lunchtime once.
Till 3/4 of the time, I had it down to Riley.
Nah.
To be quite honest, but I didn't see him do much towards the end.
And make a decision quickly because we're off and out of here.
I'm going to go for Rockasick.
I'll go Rockasick as well.
Well, there you go.
Just in front of O'Malley.
Then Cook and then Cations.
Okay, game over. 6-15-51 Thomson. Werribee 11-10-76. Play to the Werribee Centrals. They are the premiers in the Motor Group Cup in the reserve grade competition for 2006.
We'll see you next year, Cookie. Glad to be with you, son.
Perhaps.
Bloody tribunal blokes getting everywhere, don't they? Thanks, Eric. Congratulations. Is that your pen, Grubby? Oh, yeah.
I dropped one at one stage. Here it is. One in reserve. That there. Grab them, put them in the pocket of the... There you go, put them in the pocket of the coach.
You got the C's up, mate? Laurie, you get one of those? Tip Bannockburn, Laurie, are you going to go?
I'm definitely going for the Tigers.
Get rid of that.
And the gold and the blue ones.
Oh, that was a big game.
Yeah. Cookie, go over, my friend.
The shake here, mate. Just emptying out the stove. He's a ticket of you.
Big shake, you can take it in after. That one's a full one, though.
No, I don't think so. Don't drop full cans, mate. A few things wrong, but I don't drop full cans.
So, Ben Hitch playing? No? Here you go, Kel. Right. It's yours. Okay. Thank you. You're doing these, I'm doing these.
All right. Shut the door, we'll dial them up.
So at the end of the day, you can do all your stats.
We're very central over the presentation.
What I do actually is get a line down there. So when the siren goes, you can come across and do 10, 8, and I have them down there 10 and 8. So when you read them out again, 10 and 8. Don't worry about the marks for. You can do. Don't worry about this. If you get your record, I've done it before, actually go right down there, you get a line, and that
doesn't
so
seem to be.
Normal deal, same pattern. He gets 10 kicks,
Doesn't seem to be
handballs,
dialing.
and he kicks 2 goals. And when you read about the night, it's easy. What do you go 10 for me? So do you write 10?
Congratulations to Werribee Centrals on winning 2006.
I'll go 10 and 10 handballs, 5 goals.
Nah.
So, can we have everybody over here, please?
No, I'll take any notes away.
They're coming.
Why should they?
Field umpires
Could
today
be
in
the
the
special
reserve
comments.
grand final, Darren Garn. Tony Brooks.
That's not the dial, was it?
Huh?
That's not the dial.
Number 18, Steve Kenny.
Yeah.
that final score? 11-10.
Yeah, 11-10 to 6-15.
Well, I think we're connected. Fred, can you hear us?
Move along the winning side, Werribee Central. Number 3, Adrian Bernardo.
We're online, Fred. We're hearing you. Okay, thanks, Fred.
Number 9, Mark Bernardo. Number 17, Kane Rogersing.
Okay, thanks, Fred.
He's all right.
Number 21, Christian O'Malley. Number 23, John Akowski. Number 24, Nick Kellogg.
Good afternoon and welcome to St Albans Reserve. A very excited St Albans Reserve at the moment as the presentations are taking place for Werribee Centrals in the reserve competition. 11 goals, 10-76 have defeated Thomson 6-15-51, and a big contingent of supporters here for the Werribee Centrals Football Club as they do receive their medallions. But we're here to bring you the grand final. GDFL first section, Thomson versus Bannockburn, magnificent day, and well, almost out of his deathbed, certainly out of his hospital bed. Good afternoon, Dale Smith.
Good afternoon to you, Eric, and yeah, really looking forward to this afternoon's game, and could get perfect conditions, and I suppose when you look around the boundary line, the number of people here today just shows the local support's up and going.
Certainly, and with his special comments and statistics, although Peter Kelly also joining in with stats, but good afternoon, Laurie de Goldie.
Yeah, good afternoon, Eric. Good afternoon, Dale, and to our loyal listeners that have stuck with us all year. Today's the day we've all been waiting for, and it's here. And what a day to have to be here. It's sunny, no wind, lovely footy. You feel like a game, Eck?
Well, let me say, Laurie, for the people who are listening, and if they know the St Albans football ground, the gates for the cars were closed 2 hours ago, and they tell me cars are parked almost up to Ormond Road. So anyone who knows East Geelong, it's a huge crowd here, and so far we've witnessed 2 fantastic games of Aussie rules footy. Laurie, can we look forward to the same?
Yeah, look, I'm sincerely hope so, Eric. Look, Bannockburn were very, very good in the second semi-final. Look, it's been banded around. We've said it. Other people are saying it. Hope they haven't played their grand final in the semi. Look, I'll say one thing for everybody, our listeners. No one hands you over a cup. You've got to go out here and do the hard yards. And look, it's even contest is the same number of people playing on each side. It's a 50-50 thing. Oh, look, I do probably favour Thomson with the rest. Unfortunately, you can probably elaborate up later, Smithy. They've got a couple of players that won't play, and that's a little bit unfortunate for Bannockburn because the way they performed in the second semi, you know, they're in this game, as I say, it hasn't even kicked off yet. But look, I think a couple of injuries will dent their chances just a little bit, but who knows? The ones that bring them might be just as good.
And Dale, I'll get you to comment on Bannockburn, but let me just say that out of their selected side in the newspaper yesterday, Robbie Giles has not come up. Clinton Shaw is injured. He will not be playing, which means Chris Reek and Dean Perkins come into the side, and Reesinger left out. Dale, huge loss, Clinton Shaw. I guess he kicked 8 or 9 goals in a couple of finals. He's been a huge target up forward, and I guess because of the day, Bannockburn now looks as if they're going with runners.
Yeah, look, they'll have to do that, Eric, and I think it's probably the perfect condition to do that today. They're going to go with a fairly small size, but I suppose those 2 or 3 keys up forward. Obviously, Nick Farr last week was down with had a bite of the flu. He's obviously improved a little bit this week. And I suppose with Alistair Woods back in the side also will make a hell of a difference to them up forward. So it's one of those situations where you go with what you've got, and they're going to have to do that and do that well. And I think if they can carry the ball, run the ball, put a bit of pressure on Thomson early in the game, you just don't know what's going to happen. They've played 3 or 4 solid weeks, but again, that could be the grounding they need in these conditions, and maybe to get them up and over the line late in the game.
And as we speak, there's huge roars coming from the Werribee Central's players. They've received their medallions. They're having photographs taken. But in the meantime, the umpires for today's senior grand final have entered the arena. Central umpires Darren Bench, David Kiss and Mark Bushfield. Boundary umpires Steele, Mariner and Gilmore, and goal umpires Tim Evans and Trevor Cromer. So I was going to say good luck, glory to the men in white, but they're the men in orange today. We shouldn't certainly miss the umpires, should we?
No, and look, it's great to see them in those colours, Eric. It's a big thrill for them as well, the same as it is the players, and Bannockburn are about to come onto the ground there, and they're actually on.